Hey girl, hey.
Hi. Yes, honey, we're back.
Hello.
Hey, friends.
Hey girl.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
And it's a happy Black Business Month.
Yes.
How should we say that? The first day of Black Business Month.
Yes, honey. We're here. Love this.
Period. And we a Black business.
Okay, we're a Black business. We
And some of
support
y'all
Black
out there
business.
is Black businesses.
Exactly. Okay. Come on, entrepreneurs. We
Let
love
us know if you're a Black business. DM us. We want to shout you out this month
you. Okay.
and
And drop it in the
forevermore.
comments. Drop it in the comments.
Drop it in the comments. Hit us up on IG. Do all the things. Send us an email.
Okay.
Call
Chat
us
us.
if
We
you're lucky.
y'all, honey. We want to talk. We want to talk. We want to chit chat. We're here for the kiki.
We
Okay.
are. Okay, and you're just looking so cute right now. What do you have on?
Thank you. So I'm wearing Fumi the Label.
Oh, come on,
This is
Black business.
owned. Yes, we absolutely love it. I'm giving y'all little feathers today, honey.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Cute.
Yes. And I mean, listen, not Black owned, but women owned.
But
Um,
period.
yes. So we love that. And actually, no, women believe that women of color own, but
Okay.
we're going to focus on the Black business.
All the things.
All the things.
Okay. Well, that's cute.
Yes.
You
What are you wearing?
I'm just coming a little minimal, but that doesn't
Okay.
mean anything, honey. This
At
is
all.
a Black collaboration with Target. It's Future Collective by Gabriella Karifa Johnson.
Our girl.
Black,
Okay.
black, yes. And these are of color owned.
Mhm.
The designer is my friend, one of the designers at the label, and this is Chris Havana.
Okay, I love them. Come on, come on.
And if we want to get technical, we got a little Fenty gloss on the
Yes, I got my
lip.
gloss too. Yes.
I got my black girl sunscreen on.
Period.
Y'all got to protect. Listen, melanin needs protection. Black don't crack. We want to preserve it as long as we can. So y'all make sure you're wearing your sunscreen.
Please, because it's a common misconception that Black people don't need the sunscreen. And we do. We need all of it. All the protection.
And that's just a sample fact.
Okay.
Okay, well, what do we got going on this week, friend? You ready to get into the things?
So excited for this week. I mean, it's so many good things that we have to talk about and discuss. As we mentioned, this month is Black Business Month, so we'll obviously be talking about that on our Instagram and on social and obviously our episodes this month. We'll also be getting into the Olympics fashions. I don't know if y'all been listen, okay. I've been
We got
loving
a little tea on that.
Yes, I mean, if y'all haven't been following, please follow. And also, we've talked about it on our Instagram. So again, drop your comments in on our Instagram, in our stories, our DMs, our email. We want to hear from y'all. We also are talking about luxury brands this week. Is luxury still worth it? And honey, Flavor Flav has entered the chat. Okay, he said, "I deserve to be in the room, honey." He's sponsoring Team USA.
Oh, but we'll give y'all a little bit of that. Yeah, we're gonna give it to another. We just give you a little teaser with some time. Stick around, stay tuned.
Because Uncle Flav is my guy.
Flavor. Girl, I love him. I don't care what y'all talk about.
Love Flav down, okay? But to kick us off, so this week we saw Alexia Elkame, founder of Miaou, write a candid letter about the sizing of Miaou and how it's changing. And, you know, just to back up, a lot of folks, influencers, creators, models, and the like have really called out Miaou on social, talking about, you know, the exclusivity of what they were trying to do, which was size inclusivity. And so, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say that Miaou at one point was going up to a 5X. And they slowly crept down. They did a collaboration with Paloma, the model, who is also supermodel. Okay, we love her down, and she's actually friends with Alexia, right? So it was a a great moment for the brand, but that was how they introduced their extended sizes beyond XL. And
Okay.
recently, the girls are just calling them out because those extended sizes are just not there.
They're
So
not so extended
not
anymore.
so extended.
Okay.
And so she wrote a letter basically explaining why and how it can be a bit expensive on the production side to produce extended sizes. And
Mhm.
so, she basically just wanted to come out and give her side to things. And if you guys, haven't seen, it's a nicely written letter
Mhm.
that you could check out on Miaou's page. But I will say, I understand that production costs may be high. I get it. But
Yeah.
there's plenty of, and just to go back and highlight Black owned businesses, there's plenty of brands that are doing just that with most likely less resources, production
Yeah.
funds, etc. And I
Yeah.
just want to, shout out a few that I know that have been, really being leaders in the extended size arena. One of them is actually one of my clients,
Okay.
Nomad Swimwear. Shout out to Taylor Long. She's a plus size model plus founder of
Yeah.
this luxury swim and resort wear brands.
But before you get into shouting them out, I really want you to explain to the girls kind of, and I'm going to just give y'all a little eye right now, but just kind of explain to the girls what exactly is happening and why we got this letter.
Yeah, well, the letter really just came off of the heels of people calling the brand out, right?
Mhm.
So she wanted to take a moment to explain why the extended sizing was no longer showing up on the site and obviously
Mhm.
available for consumers to purchase. So
Okay.
basically that was where we are now. My thing with that is that one is reactive instead of being proactive. I
Mhm.
think, I mean, obviously they knew that they were having troubles or whatever with production
Mhm.
and extended sizes. They could have said this a while ago, before
Mm.
people had to really, going on the site and
Okay.
finding out you don't have my size, right? So like I
So
just
basically what happened it was she provided extended sizes. People were happy. She had a customer base. And
right,
then all of a sudden people started to notice that their specific sizes were no longer available.
right,
And then there was some backlash.
right.
Was there a prominent voice that came out or did she just see a lot of customer feedback and
Well, I
decide to
mean,
answer the community?
I would say, I mean, Cammy Crawford,
Okay.
supermodel, host,
Salute
personality,
Cammy.
all the things, love her down. She was one of the folks to come out and really say like, "Hey, Meow, what's happening?" And also
Okay.
to just talk about the erasure of plus size models and
Yes.
brands in general. And
Yeah.
so obviously, if we're talking about that, you have to loop Meow into the conversation because
Yeah.
it just happened randomly and it was no context, rhyme, or reason as to why it was happening. That's why I'm saying I think even from a marketing perspective and just
Mhm.
from a humanistic perspective, it would
Mhm.
have been nice and it would have behooved the brand to
Yeah.
come out and to start their own narrative, right? Like you have the ability to create your own narrative instead of allowing the consumers and your audience to just ideate around the possibilities and why something is happening. So like I said,
Yeah.
this is really a moment where they could have took charge, but instead it was more reactionary. And because people called them out and it was
Okay.
starting to become a huge thing across TikTok and Instagram,
Yeah.
they decided to say, okay, this is why, this is what's
Yeah.
happening. We want to give you guys some insight.
So
Um,
they silently rolled back the extension of the sizes
right.
and just thought that
No
the
one was going to
customers
notice.
would go gently into that good night and just not notice? Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm. So yes,
Well, that's a
so
great
back,
call out. Yes,
yeah,
back to
yeah,
exactly.
back to the Black brands that I was mentioning,
Period.
and I'm sure that there's plenty that are doing this, but the ones that I want to highlight are K Collective, of course. They have extended sizes. Hanifa
Yes.
has extended sizes, and then
Yes.
a more emerging designer and brand is Nomad Swimwear, as I mentioned, one of my consulting clients, and obviously, as an emerging brand, I want to really highlight Taylor and the work that she's doing because it's not
Mhm.
easy. You know, she's raising money and also trying to make a name for herself, but also being very conscious about servicing and providing
Yeah,
extended sizing, but also it's sustainable as well, right? So that's a
yeah,
double whammy, you know, in this world. And so
yeah,
kudos to Taylor, kudos to the other brands mentioned, but I think
yeah,
that at some point we have to say we have to be intentional, and it's unfortunate
yeah,
that Miaou, you know, this has happened because I am a Miaou girl. I love the
yeah,
brand, but
yeah.
the
Well, and
cycle has
also
been a little
just
sketchy lately, I will say.
yeah, and just be honest with your customer base. Like if you're having financial or business issues, like the people who support you will continue to support you if you're genuinely trying to service them.
Exactly.
Like we've seen time and time again where, something is sustainable until it's not,
Right.
and you lean on your community. They're coming to you for authenticity, they're coming to you for they trust you.
Right.
So to quietly reduce sizing as though that would go unnoticed, I don't think that's a good move. And then now your apology, to Deja's point, looks reactionary. So it's kind of defeating the purpose. And not to pit business against business because that is not our ministry, but we are always going to first and foremost highlight opportunities for resources to be directed to our communities because that's what we champion and care about. And we love Meow, and we have grace. Things happen. This is a very tough economy, but you got to be honest with your people.
Yeah.
I
And
think
that's
that's
what I
really what
think
it is.
that's really the highlight of the entire situation is just being honest and honestly being accountable. Kudos to
Okay,
them
Jones.
saying what they said. Beautiful
Yeah.
gowns. I hope that, you know, the extended sizes come back.
Or be real about the fact that you no longer want to carry that and that's just not what you do no more and you've gone a new direction
Well, she
and
did
people.
mention that it will be more in a capsule kind of way. So they'll
Okay.
continue to try to have extended sizing, but it'll be a smaller run. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll keep
We'll
following it.
see.
We'll let you guys know where they land with things.
We'll see, Meow Girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Meow. Okay, so we mentioned the Olympics. I mean, that's the hot topic of the week, one of the hot topics of the month. It's exciting, it's explosive. Salute Simone Biles and just all the history she's out there making, and all of Team USA and really all the countries. Like y'all are out there doing it. I'm
Killing.
amazed. I love the Olympics.
Yes.
I
Yes.
also love fashion, and it's interesting how the two have come together in Paris at this moment. And I have some thoughts,
Well, tell us, friend. We want to hear.
particularly about that marriage. I started feeling like the fashions were sort of overshadowing the purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was
particularly the opening ceremonies, right? Like we saw all of the celebrities gallivanting around Paris and just all these photo ops and all these press opportunities for whatever projects are on the horizon in Hollywood and music, and it kind of got a little jumbled. It kind of became too much for me. What did you think?
you know, this is the world I'm in, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I love to see, and I love that you said marriage, and I
Hmm.
love the idea of one it being in Paris,
Yeah.
and then, you know,
I mean, if
adding
you're
in
gonna
that
do fashion, you might as well be in Paris.
exactly right, and adding that layer of fashion there,
Yeah.
having the celebrities there. I think it just for me, it kind of adds to the moment. I just love the idea of I could be someone sitting next to Snoop Dogg. You know,
I
like
mean, but does
me.
that
But just for me,
matter?
it doesn't matter
What
for the normal person, I'm sure.
what is a normal person though? Like I feel like sure there's a time and a place for something amazing like sitting next to Snoop Dogg. And I'm not even necessarily saying him because I think he's definitely been able to weave his way into
Yes.
nooks and crannies of culture that are just astonishing sometimes because it's like, wow, you really should be doing that.
Right.
And he's been smoking his position, hosting and doing all the things. But
Yeah.
it's about the athletes. Like, I'm all here for them being dressed to the nines to come and stand in front of the world and display their God-given talents to us in ways that the majority of the human population could never imagine doing, right? But
Yeah.
it's not like I don't want to be thinking about, oh, but then I want to go get that sneaker collab. And then I want to go, sit by, I don't know, Ariana Grande. And then no, I want to be talking about Simone. I want to be talking about Sha'Carri. I want to learn some new people. And I'm okay with the fashions again when it's in complement to what the athletes got going on, right? Like, for example, we love the opportunity for emerging designers to collaborate in this way. And like Team Liberia having custom Telfar
Love.
looking amazing with these Africa outline collars. Right?
Right.
Like, we love these regal caftans that they're wearing. We talked about Team Mongolia last week. We
Right.
talked about, all these other countries displaying their greatness.
Right.
You know what I mean? And having the opportunity
Right.
for people who don't typically get to have a spotlight have one.
Yeah.
But like,
I
what
do.
world for you?
I love it. I mean, like I said, I do like to see this marriage happen. And I think that it's, in my mind, it's like, it's the connective tissue for me. And I probably have said this on other episodes. It's
Yeah,
my favorite little saying. But I love the idea of being able to weave things together. And sometimes it's the most unexpected things that come together that has
yeah,
so much beauty in it. I think that's the lens I'm looking at it. But also, as I've been watching, to your point, I am learning new athletes and some from America, some not, and
yeah,
I'm cheering them on,
yeah,
just the same. But I do think that sometimes, there's, how do we say this? Like, the fashion is helping to also elevate the athletes in a
but
bit,
that's what I mean. Just to
Yeah.
interject here, there
Yeah.
needs to be a fine line of the marriage. Like,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
do think as the games went on,
Right.
that narrative did drastically slow down. Like, the
Right.
opening ceremonies, I felt like was one of those weird boxes, those gag boxes that someone gives you and you open it and like some foam snake pops out at you and all this confetti and glitter and it's just like
Yeah.
it was too much.
I didn't sign up for that. Yeah. No, I get it.
But as the week went on,
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
simmered down. And I am here for, to your point, the opportunity for people to stand in their regalia. And this is about you. Like, you should be dressed to the hilt,
Yeah.
right? And
Absolutely.
anything that reverts energy back to these athletes, I'm all here for. Like, the fashion should be the silent partner in
Exactly.
this moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, to your point, it's helping to elevate them, right? Like, it's starting a new conversation.
Feel good, right? Like, that's what
Yeah.
personally, that's one of my philosophies in my business and
Exactly. Yeah.
everybody, I'm sure, in the personal styling community. When you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do good. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we here for that.
Here for it. All of it.
But we don't need a fashion show
Yeah.
to tell us that the Olympics are coming. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, uniforms should look amazing. We should have the top talent designing these uniforms for them, but it's for them.
Right. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I agree.
With that being said, let's highlight some of the black fashions we saw.
Come on. Oh,
So, like we mentioned, Telfar outfitted Team Liberia in
yeah.
those amazing black and white caftans. What did you think? That neckline,
I love
it's
it.
all in the details. Like,
Yes.
you did your big one, Telfar.
For sure. And I just love the promo that they did,
Yes.
video where it scanned across the athletes. Oh, it just felt so powerful. I was like, yes,
Yes.
Liberia. I don't know, not one of y'all, but I sure went to go look them up after that. So it was just
Well, the girls found Emmanuel Matadi. Okay. So the girls, they looking you up.
that's
So
what I'm
them
saying.
caftans
Listen,
did what they needed to do.
did what they needed to do, honey. I'm here
Then
for
we saw South Sudan's men's basketball
it.
outfitted by an Rwandan designer, Motions.
Yeah.
And forgive us, this is our first time being introduced to some of these designers and these brands. So if we mispronounce, we are definitely going to do our due diligence to fix that. Salute to Sammy Miaou
Oh my gosh.
for
Yeah.
outfitting the gymnastics team for their trials.
Yes, that's great. I love
I
that.
love that. That's what we were talking about last week with collaboration.
Exactly. I think that that is just perfect. In her being, you know, a young Black woman herself, just the
Good.
power and the beauty in that story alone with other powerful young Black women and outfitting them, and you know, just that team in general. I mean, just
Being a former gymnast.
yes, I saw somewhere where they're calling Team USA Golden Girls, and I was like, yeah, I just
Yes.
love it. I love it.
We
But yeah.
love synergy and alignment. I love this opportunity for Stella Jean too. She, for those of you that don't know, is a Haitian Italian designer who has been around for a while. I mean, Rihanna has worn Stella Jean, but she outfitted Team Haiti.
Yes.
And
I
she
mean,
had
come
one of her
on,
signature prints on those
how
skirts.
how great is that, and how I'm sure moving for her to outfit her home country.
Yeah.
That is just a moment. Like
Yeah.
that for sure.
And they looked very professional and ready.
Yes. I loved it. It was like, give them a briefcase, babes. Come on now.
Period. They might have one in the back.
Listen, they ready to do business, okay, negotiate contracts. They're not playing about their
No, they came to win.
okay.
Okay. Then we had Labrum by Adidas.
Yes.
Yes. Designed Sierra Leone's uniforms. Okay, but did you get a whiff of those shooters in the Olympics?
Oh my goodness.
That
I didn't even know that. Listen, I'm telling you.
okay, so I don't know how to feel because I'm all here for I'm on my best Quavo. We are advocating for gun reform. Like we don't, we ain't doing all that. But there's still a skill.
Oh, for sure.
There's still a skill and they looking good doing it.
I mean, I was just here really for the outfits, I can't lie.
I really was here for that.
I was
The
like,
outfits
whoa.
definitely, to your point earlier, and
oh my God.
I mean, this is why I wore these today. Like that really just
I was just like, oh, I'm
what was Miss Mama's Yeji Kim from South Korea? They call them kits, shooting kits.
I want to be
like
her.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I was fixated on that. I couldn't even get past that.
No, I needed to see what the person wearing that is doing.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing that you need to look like that to do it?
Okay. I mean, wow. Yeah.
I need to look like that.
So,
I just need to look like that.
right.
That's a highlight for me. Shang Li Hao from China. I mean, first of all, the stance. So there's apparently like this super technical leather weights and all of these technicalities that go into the construction of these kits, these leather outfits, right? And like the buttons have like special instruments to get in and out of, and like they help you stay in your stance and shoot with precision. Like basically, these are like, is this assassin? Like, I don't know if I should be like shocked, scared, concerned.
All of the above, babe.
I have a lot of emotions for this.
All of the above. All of the above.
Yeah. I'm mood board.
Okay. Literally adds to mood board.
I need a kit and shooting glasses. Thank you.
I mean, well, you got one part of that down. The glasses.
If I could just get the rest of the kit.
Right.
I don't know. I hate to say shooting kits are inspiring me.
Yeah.
But I am team no guns.
Absolutely. But
so let it be known. I'm having mixed emotions because I just
right.
Ooh. That was a moment.
But it was worth the mixed emotions.
That's true.
I was like, whoa,
yeah. I was like, oh,
here?
am I supposed to enjoy?
Exactly. I was like, wait. Okay.
All right, but I'm liking it.
No, I love it. And the Olympics, I've just never, I mean, for one, I love it, but I've never been this into it. This year, I'm like hooked, babes. I'm ready to see.
Oh, I love the Olympics.
Yes.
I love the Olympics.
Yes. It's the one time where I get a little patriotic.
This is the only time I get patriotic.
Yeah, I would have
I
to.
mean, it's only because I haven't yet gotten into soccer, but I think the Olympics may help with that this year.
We'll see.
We'll see. They
We'll
got
see.
some black folks on the soccer team.
I mean, we everywhere.
Period.
We're
And we'll get
everywhere.
into that a little bit more in a moment.
Okay.
Let's
So
give them some side notes.
yeah, so last week we talked about Wells Bonner
Yes.
and their collaboration with Howard University, but we didn't mention how this collaboration and this partnership is really an extension and
Exactly.
a ode to Howard because Wells Bonner
Paid homage.
basically inspired and paid I love it. Say it again.
Paid homage.
Yes, to Howard with her fall winter 2024 collection. And
Yeah.
we'll throw the images up here, but also check out our Instagram. We highlighted them there. But
Yeah.
they had like Howard jerseys and just, in
Yeah.
Howard colors and things. And we're not gonna, as
Yeah.
Howard, but
Yeah.
but we just love that moment. And also we mentioned that they teamed up with the history department. It actually was the African American
Yes.
history department at Howard. So
And kudos to the girls that watched the whole episode last week. You would have seen that we made that correction.
okay.
But we love to give context, and more
Yes,
importantly, we love accuracy.
absolutely.
And we just need y'all to understand what's going on in the world. Okay. Period.
Yep. So yes, so y'all pay attention to that. And again, if y'all are Howard alum and you want to get involved, we talk about it on our Instagram. Please go check it out.
Period. Okay, and we also introduced to you guys another opportunity to engage with us, and we have had a question come into the inbox,
Ooh, girl,
and it is by my dear friend CJ, and I don't know if he's trolling, but his question was our take on AI as it becomes the future. We are not the experts on that
at all.
and I'm not the hugest fan of AI. So that is not and will not become our ministry. But what I will say is Texas fined Meta $1.4 billion this week for violating facial recognition law. And these apps want to make us chatbots and avatars. The internet is not safe for children. So I'm straight.
Okay.
Chatbots and avatars, ma'am.
Listen,
Look it up.
I do think that we talked about fine lines earlier. I think it's a fine line because while, I use like the chat GPTs sometimes here and there, sometimes I'm like, oh, give me a word for it,
It has its charms.
So it has so it has its pros, I would say. But I think it's just, I don't want to take the human connection out of, everyday life. And I think that that's the ongoing conversation, right? Like, will it replace us? And so
It can't replace us.
yeah, I'm interested to see how it continues to build and to grow and how fashion continues to integrate it within its ethos. And so, CJ, we'll come back to you, babes. We'll come back to you on it.
CJ,
but we said what we said right here, though. But
period.
we'll keep our eyes and ears open for it.
And so for anybody else, if you want our opinion and expertise on anything, please, you can drop it in the comments below. And you can also reach out to us via DM on Instagram, or you can simply send us an email at itsgivinggirlplease@gmail.com. Okay.
So, girl, tell us what's the girl yes of the week, honey.
Oh, yes. And you guys need to go to our IG. Go to our IG. We got the girl yes of the week up on the IG.
If you're not following us, what are you doing? Okay.
I didn't understand that.
Same.
Honestly. Truly.
Okay.
Okay, so the girl yes of the week is none other than Miss Kelly Calendria Rowland and also Solange Knowles. Kelly's just giving you rich wife from the 60s, sexy, and it's summertime fine. And I live for this blonde, nobody blonde bombshells like Kelly, period. I'm living for this. But I love this little white dress number she's got going on. It's by a Spanish designer, Santo Costura. She's wearing some Jimmy Choo silver pointed mules and some Celine on the face, the oval sunnies. And she's got a studded silver hoop, and she just looks great.
Love
She
it.
just looks great.
Chic.
There are some tips on how to look that great
Mhm.
on the IG.
Yep.
And also Solo is giving us the row moment.
Love the row.
We also love pleats.
Mm-hmm.
We love architectural. We love an artsy girl.
She's gonna give you all of that, and I just
Every single time.
stand for it every time. Love that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, girl. Well, we got a girl.
And last but not least, congratulations, a dude.
Yes. Oh, that's so sweet.
I know y'all know who Adua Catch is.
Oh.
Supermodel extraordinaire.
Just everything. So beautiful.
She's pretty.
Yes, we love that. Did you guys catch her pregnancy photos? Like, so gorgeous, so regal, so
Yeah.
chic, all the things. Love it.
Listen, Rihanna, you done left your mark.
Okay.
Touche.
Mm-hmm.
Touche.
Yes, so congrats to her. Y'all can check that out on IG as well. But I know this is the moment you all have obviously been waiting for. So we're getting into the girl please of the week. And friend, come on, kick us off because we got a few things we got to discuss, okay?
Okay, well, first of all, I hate that we have to discuss this, but apparently Balenciaga is selling bags for over $5,000, and I don't understand why.
Honey, who makes the pricing?
Desperation. You guys can I posted on my stories, I don't know if it's still up there, but there is a new, I forgot the name of the new bag because I just can't even, once I saw $5,300 and $7,800.
Oh, out of it.
It was a no for me. But obviously we kind of talked about it last week, but Kering is in financial dire straits, and one of the tactics that businesses in that position employ is increasing prices. But did they increase the luxury? Because it's looking like it's less bag for more money. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. Like, if you want to compete with Hermes, just say that.
But if you're going to compete, babes, again, the production, the materials, the quality. Like, are we at Hermes level to be pricing the bags there? I'm
not what y'all got going on. I'm so flabbergasted. I'm just ready to, on the scale of girl please to girl extra super duper please. It's what are you thinking?
Why did we do that?
What's going on?
Like, literally. And so this is what we were talking about earlier when we were saying, like, are luxury brands still worth it? Because what is happening? What is going on? Who's buying?
Let's get into that a little bit though. Like, are luxury brands still worth it? I mean, I don't know. I think that this is an opportunity for a new class of luxury to
You took the words out of my
go
mouth.
up.
Yes.
Like, that's just really what's happening right now. These houses not only have gotten so far away from their original point, we've lost the plot on where we are to even continue that.
Yeah. Yeah, so far beyond. I mean, and Balenciaga is a prime example.
Really, all we're here to do is make two stupidly rich white men in France richer, is honestly what's happening.
Literally.
But I don't know that luxury. I think luxury in itself will always be worth it. I just don't know that the same things that we've been calling luxury up to this point are still that.
And
you
like
know
you
what
said,
I mean?
it's an opportunity for an emerging class to come in
Yeah.
and now, basically evolve luxury, right? Like, it's a whole new luxury consumer.
Yeah.
And how do we market to them? How do we sell to them?
Yeah.
It's what is luxury? Luxury is different to, different folks. So I'm interested to see how luxury continues to evolve. And I'm more interested to see how this evolves with Balenciaga. Okay.
Well, yeah. And like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Like, I'm interested to see how we can get back on track with these luxury staples that we have. Like, the desire is still there. I am here for things that can exist for as long as they can possibly exist. but we need to regroup and see what still needs to exist and what is long past.
Right.
But I love these brands. So I don't know. It's just kind of sad to watch kingdoms fall.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I don't know, but I'm always here for a victory.
That actually takes us to our next point, though. So,
Yeah.
what's the next girl, please, friend? I'm.
Ooh, y'all know we love some fashion tea.
Honey, the drama. We
We
love.
don't know if you saw some time back that there is one of the Hermes heirs. He's in his 80s, okay? And he has been trying to write it in his will that he's leaving all his billions, all his $13 billion to his gardener. And what I had to say about that is, I need the telenovela.
Okay.
What kind of gardening are you doing?
I know what kind of gardening. I know what kind of gardening. But
Yeah, she's not a plant girl, but she get into plants. Okay, like.
Okay. Me too. Okay. If it means I'm gonna get. Okay.
Okay, so anyway, so he was trying to leave this money to this gardener, and the family was not here for it. Obviously, like this is a private company. Like the family still owns the brand. Like they all share their shares. Like you're trying to go outside. Like you trying to let people in the club that's not supposed to be in the club. Okay, so they're not here for it. And the recent headlines are all of a sudden his $13 billion has vanished.
Poof, out of there.
What you think happened, friend?
Listen.
We know what happened, but what I'm gonna say is this is a girl yes for me. I'm Team Gardner. Okay. Yeah.
Give him his money. That's who
Gardner, check.
Cut him the check because that's who he wanted to leave it to. There you go.
You can't tell me, you can't let me get my $13 billion and go tell me what I'm gonna do with my $13 billion. We gonna stay tuned. I'm glued.
Definitely staying tuned to that one. I got honey. Listen, I can't wait to see.
Okay. So speaking of exciting, interesting news,
Yes.
what you got next?
So we mentioned this earlier, but Flavor Flav is
Flavor Flav.
the USA water polo team. And when I say, honey, just seeing him with his little swim cap and Unc is out here, okay? But how
Okay, so he's sponsoring the team.
I just love that though. Like I would have never thought Flavor Flav of all folks would be sponsoring, but like
Flav been a good Samaritan.
Well, yes, no, I love that, but I'm just saying, was that your first initial thought that it would be Flavor Flav? Like, no, and I love
Absolutely not.
cross collaboration. You know, like he got in where he said he fit in, okay? And so now, yeah, he's with the water polo team. I love it.
Exactly. So to give a little more context, he is sponsoring the water polo team because he heard that a lot of the athletes on the team are working multiple jobs during their training season because, as we know, athletes are grotesquely underpaid.
Yeah.
Like, oftentimes. Like, you can be the fastest person on earth, the strongest, and Nike gonna get your money. Okay. Like, that's just really what it's giving. I don't know, it's so sad, but we salute a king when he steps up to the plate.
And I just love that it's Flavor Flav. Like how fun is that? I know they probably are having the best time with him. And
but I love this. Yeah, I love this because I think you were about to say it. Yeah. This has highlighted an opportunity for us to shout out a sister.
Okay. So Miss Ashley Johnson is a 2-time medalist and she's from Miami and we love that Southern girl. Yes, ma'am. And so yeah, I mean again, this is like another one of those points where it highlights, you know, folks that we probably would have never known, you know, because he was tied to it. It elevated this moment. And got us to talk about it. And that's from my perspective and my world. I love it. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss.
This I love.
Yeah.
This I love.
Good. It's so fun. I'm like, yes, Flavor. Did it.
Thanks for continuing to highlight my life, Flavor Flav.
But first of all, y'all, And I know the people on the screen, Imma just call it out. The feathers are feathering, okay? They keep flying across my face, but we here. Like,
Doing that.
it's okay. I bet
Please, it's just a late night kiki with homegirls.
goodness, I'm just, like, catching them left and right. What is going on? But yes, we love that. Shout out to you, Flav. And another shout out we wanna mention is, Black Girl Vitamins is the official supplement sponsor for Howard's women's basketball team. Again, I mean, Howard is just winning across the board at this point. Black
Yeah.
women are winning, Black businesses are winning, and I just love this collaboration. I don't think we hear often about the behind the scenes things and the wellness and the health that goes into sports and some of those partnerships and collaborations. So I absolutely love that Black Girl Vitamins has teamed up with the Howard team. And I hope that they do some activations and some, experiential
Yeah.
things. We see more of these partnerships happen within HBCUs and,
Yeah.
just Black athletes in general. So kudos to y'all. That's a girl. Yes, please. Because we
Yeah.
definitely want to see
Real
more
cute.
of that. Mhm.
Real cute girl.
Real cute, honey. Yes. So y'all, that has been our show for the night, honey. But
That's what we got.
before we go, we put a little poll up on our Instagram story asking y'all, are y'all still wearing heels to the club? We talked about it a bit last week, but we want to know. So let us know and we'll discuss the poll results because it's looking like the girls are saying that they still wearing the heels to the club. I know
I
I vote.
think don't we have some results right now? Like we got a little
It
teaser of what's going on right now.
Yeah, it looks like the girls are still wearing the heels to the club. I'm one of those girls. I don't go to the club, but if I step out, I'm putting on a cute little shoe.
We did get a message from one of the girls saying while she's still cute in a heel, she may still pull out her UGG boot.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So listen, the girls are giving variety in the club. That's what it
Getting
seems.
comfy, they said. Okay.
Yeah. It's later for all that unnecessariness.
Listen, so we love it. We will always have some polls on our stories. We want
Yes.
y'all to get involved. So make sure that you follow us on all of our socials, subscribe on YouTube, get in the comments. We'll talk back, DM us, email us, all the things, babes. And we'll
Yeah.
see you next week.
And just to piggyback one more time, if that's too much of an assignment, just get in the comments.
Just get in the
Meet us in the comments. We want to hear what's going on with you. How was your day?
down in the comments. There it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. See, I was in my full auntie in that moment. Because why did I hit you with a little?
Take you back to your era. That's okay.
Well, I don't even know what era that was. Okay, because I haven't danced in so long, baby. I need to get out of the house. I need to go to the club.
You got to get up, friend. Okay, when I'm back in New York, honey,
We also not about to make this a narrative. I don't want nobody coming for me. I'm gonna come out the house.
Listen, I'm gonna get her out the house, y'all, because sis, we don't have time. But yes, y'all, it's been cute. We always love kikiing with y'all and together. And we'll see you next week. Bye.